First, we have to realize that technology is not something new. Just even looking at the meaning of the word technology is an Egyptian word. Tech, T-E-K, was how it was spelled back in Egyptian times, and it was a religion. It was part of a worship, connects to the name of the serpent. So that, again, we have the serpent symbol being very much at the heart of the symbolism connected to technology. But technology has been on this planet for aeons. In my work, you see, we were visited about 50,000 years ago by beings, off-world beings, who have been, instrumental in our civilization. During a great war that they had in the past, the so-called War of the Gods that all the mythologies talk about, they lost all of their technological hardware. This was a war that was fought with incredible weaponry and sophisticated hardware, but the war was so severe that it actually precipitated enormous earth changes. And a lot of authors and a lot of scientists have been able to discover now information that the earth did go through these great cataclysms, but they haven't drawn the right conclusions. One of the most important understandings is that the technology of the ancients, the technology that built the Temple of Solomon, the technology that built the pyramid, the technology that the Maya are known to have used in their calendars, the technology that built the first ships that navigated the seas in ages long past, basically the technology that created the ancient world and also the empires of the historical age. This technology was lost. So when we find ourselves today in a silicon age, in a cybernetic age, we have to understand there's nothing new about that. It's only because we have a myopic historical vision and that we have historical amnesia that we think that it's only since the Renaissance, or it's only since the industrial age or the agricultural age, you see, that man built machines and man had railways and man started getting into the concept of machinery and technology. This is an age-old movement, and we are just been provided or given a very small, limited vision, modern vision into it. But if you look at the symbols that the corporations of the great technological corporations are using today, and some of the memes and the logos that they're using, you will see that they are also referring to their ancient roots. What we're seeing today is but the arrowhead of a long arrow stretching way back into time. The Royal Academy and the Royal Societies and the royal dynasties of the world who are funding these Silicon Valley groups and funding this genetic research, because even though they call the Silicon Valley, 3/4 of the companies in the Silicon Valley have nothing to do with silicon. They're all genetics. Did you know that? The Silicon Valley is 3/4 of the economy there is run by companies that are into genetics, not just silicon chips. So there's a big disguise going on